do you believe MLK's dream for NYC would be in 2014?
That is a big question, but it would probably start with justice and equality and love. And this is a little off the centerpiece of the topic perhaps, but if you look back at Dr. King's speeches, he referred frequently to the politics of love. It's an anachronism now. People don't talk like that, but it has such power to tie people together, to tie people from different ethnic groups and socioeconomic classes and things like that together. So I think Dr. King would hope for a politics of love in New York City, as well as, of course, that the inequality gap would be somewhat closed by the politics of today.
And what do you hope is the greatest message that people will take away from this event?
I think people can take away something from the King holiday every year, which is that if we get lost in our day-to-day lives and we forget to think about the larger questions of reform and social justice, the King holiday brings us back to a wider lens on our lives and the context of our lives. Whether we're in the 1% or the bottom of the 99%, it just makes us stop and think about the things that he stood for, the struggles that go on outside of ourselves, and to think those larger thoughts and look at the world in a bigger way.
What's the greatest message that you want people to take away from this discussion?
Well, there are several messages that kind of run through this program. I think one of them is that Martin Luther King drew his influences in terms of his nonviolent movement for social change and other things from a very wide swath of spiritual paths, individuals from not only different faiths but different callings. And so, I think one of the messages folks will get from this is that Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity, Judaism all had a role in shaping his understanding of the movement that he would form. I think the second thing is probably this notion that the moral compass that we keep referring to in this program really speaks to this notion that MLK had a very high standard in terms of, his decision-making process was determined on a very high level morally, and that we want our public officials coming in, the emerging leaders here in New York City, to also operate on that high moral compass. And hopefully this program will go a long way to kind of articulating what that might look like, what are the areas that need that kind of high moral ground, and what that may mean in terms of New York being the city that we hope it can be.